No man's knowledge can go beyond his experience, John Locke. My friends, that's why each and every day we want you to experience the markets by following the charts. Practice trading every chance you get. Get good by on-the-job training, the best way to learn anything. Let's jump into these charts. This day where everything is up except gold, and it's down just a little bit. Let's look first at the S&P 500 up 1.02%. It's hard to see what is going on this week. Let's zoom in to that weekly chart so you can actually see just what's up. You can see that we have a red down candle that is forming, even though things are technically up. You can see for the last 3 weeks, we've had nice average volume as things have been tracking down, blowing through what we're calling the basement there as far as our resistance levels go. Support levels go. We blasted through those, and they've not been any resistance. And we can see as the week starts, let's go back to see all three charts. You can see that the Monday, Friday, that was Friday the 13th and Monday the 16th, you can see we hit an average volume red down candle. You can see where things peaked up in the morning, a little further up in the afternoon, but as the candle still below that second resistance line. We didn't even have average volume morning or afternoon, so we'll keep an eye on the chart as this new week is forming, seeing where things are going. Still, we have a heaviness in the market. We have a bearishness. We have weighted down pressure. We look at where we are with the NASDAQ. Not as much as the S&P 500. As we look at things, you can see we've not pushed through that second resistance line. As we start the week, if we blow up that chart, you can see that we have a doji right there. Not lots of volume. Of course, that green volume means it opened lower than the prior close. You can see that by looking at it. We look at the 2-day. It is still a red down candle there with lots of volume. That's primarily from Friday because like the S&P, the NASDAQ, not a lot of volume there. But we are staying below the weekly trend line on all of those charts. So we shall keep an eye on stocks as they start the week off and see if indeed, things were popping up on Monday and then move back in that down direction as the week continues. We shall see. Let me get these. There we go. I got the trend line drawn right. Let me save that here. Now, what do we see going on with bonds? Up 0.77% again. Bonds been hammering down hard for the last week, popping up a little bit on Monday, still staying well below the weekly trend line on the 2-day and the half-day and the weekly. Had above average or average volume in the morning and then lower in the afternoon on bonds. So we still, again, like stocks, we have that bearishness to things. Now gold, it's the only thing that pulled back. Not much, 0.09%, but you can see for the last several days, as gold has been going down, has moved through not much of a trend line. And we redrew it actually today, and it's fairly horizontal, but we were just putting that in there because of the way that the week started off. So we shall keep our eye on things. And, we still think there's a good deal of bullishness left in precious metals. We'll see as the week moves farther. And Bitcoin, we talked about Bitcoin. We saw this happen before, 2 weeks up move, but then Bitcoin slid off again. Well, we're going in the second week, and we shall see. Last week, we did not have average volume on the weekly. We haven't had average volume on the 2-day. Have to go back to the 3rd and 4th of March to find average volume. And as we look at things, yes, things are ticking up, but there's no volume to support it. So we shall keep a close eye on Bitcoin. That is where we are. This is the ETF, the ProShares ETF for Ethereum, for those of you who are interested in that. we do keep that on our charts, along with PSQ, which is, of course, the inverse to the NASDAQ 100, SH, which is the inverse to the S&P 500, and then I like this chart too. I like to keep an eye on the total world stock index, which, of course, for the last 3 weeks has been down too. That is where we are, my friends, as we start this week out on Monday. Nothing super exciting, not a lot of volume here, so we'll keep an eye and see how the week develops with the war going on, of course, in Iran, with the Straits of Hormuz affecting global oil and shipping to so many of these countries in Asia and the Middle East. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.